I wanted to start by saying I'm the last one that can say good morning to you, and I have about 30 seconds to go. So that's good timing. Thank you very much. Now, I'm going to talk to you about my company, which is Bureau van Dijk. When I heard Marco speak this morning, first time around, he introduced a Chinese company. I don't remember their name, but I was glad we're not the number one, we're only number two in terms of who has the most difficult name to pronounce at the conference. It's Bureau van Dijk, and what we do is we unravel the corporate world. We collect private company information. We've been doing that since the early 90s or late 80s. I joined BVD in 1993, so I'm one of the dinosaurs here at the conference. But I stayed because it's such an exciting business, and it's constantly changing. We started in 1990, collecting data on Belgian companies, then French, then UK. And we're now covering 200 countries across the world on private company data. And why do we do that? The challenge, as it was then, 25 years ago, is the same today. You meet your client, your customers, your suppliers, a target in M&A. You need to know about the other side. And you don't know enough. You used to know nothing. Now you know a little bit more, considerably more if you're lucky on the internet. You will know a lot if it's a quoted company, but if it's a private company, it can get very difficult. And this is where we come in. We specialize in private company information. We're a pioneer. We were one of the first. And it's a lot of data, so it's a pioneer of big data. And we compile private company information to a depth and breadth that nobody else does. It's really about how much information you can get about a single company and about how many companies you can get that. And then we add a huge amount of added value to that raw data. This ends up in a formidable proposition. We see 200 million companies, 140 million people. Those are owners, directors, managers, 250 million roles in those companies, more than 40 million active ownership links, and 300 million archived ones. Ownership is a key USP of what we do. It's relevant in compliance. It's relevant in assessing group risk rather than an individual risk. It's relevant in a lot of places, and M&A is just one of them. So we cover M&A, 1.5 million M&A deals in total, and we added more than 100,000 each year. Now, how do we go about this? We're originally from Belgium, a small country, and if you start doing a thing like this, when you're from a small country, you quickly understand that you're not going to go and do it alone. Gathering information on companies is a bit like if I asked you, why don't you go and try and build your family tree? And you're from a big family, it's spread around the world, it's a formidable family. You'd go to your grandfather, he will have written books about the most important members of your family. You'll have a nerdy cousin, he has a database on his branch of the family. You'll have another cousin where you had a fight, and he'll only give you information if you pay for it. Then you'll have another old, lovely aunt, and she collected a lot of information on your family, but it's all on paper, it's in multiple languages, and spread across Post-its. That's the situation of private company data still today. We are accessing a lot of different registries, speaking to companies directly, and using primarily a large network of partners. And of course, we use the internet, where you'll find a lot, but you'll not find data on the people who don't want to be found, who are hiding in Cyprus or in Panama. So we have data sources of companies and activities around the globe. And we link that data in every conceivable way. We structure it, we harmonize it, we provide standardized reports, we provide detailed reports, we keep it current, and we keep it intelligible so that people who use our data understand what we do. And the effect is that we save people like you a lot of time and thus money. The result is our flagship database, Orbis. It's a highly valued company data set. It's unique. It's powerful. So many things you can do with it, and it's constantly growing. But then you might ask yourself, okay, that's a pile of data, maybe cleverly indexed, good algorithms, but that can't be all. So what we do at BVD, we tag on solutions. We want to make sure that you, as a user, can make best use of that data. The user is always in the front of our minds. That's our DNA. We relish smart solutions, and we listen. We know it's about saving time. Data is accessible today. It's available. But it's not often easily available. And we help to deliver confidence and success to our clients. That means we have extremely loyal fans. Some of our customers go back the whole 25 years uninterrupted. And we have renewal rates to our subscriptions in the high 90s. And we want to keep it that way. So we try to make sure that you take the benefit from data. What our customers take from our data is to save millions on credit insurance and lost receivables. It's to try and understand when you onboard a new customer, is he going to be able to pay? Is your supplier going to be there when you need him most? Or is he going to go bankrupt just before that big delivery? It's also about your senior management feeling secure, doing the AML or the KYC processes, making sure that you know about the ESG and the CSR risk at your counterparty. These challenges we address. And the point about the ownership data that I mentioned earlier is, if you look at a counterparty, it's good to know what they do. But it's just as important to know what everybody in their family is doing, and whether their mother company perhaps has a risk that is not directly evident to you when you look at your counterparty. And of course, when you look at sales and marketing, you want to know, are you having a fair share of wallet with your customers? How would you penetrate that new market that you want to enter? Have you gone through the markets that you are in to the extent that you should have? And last but not least, you may want to tailor your tax or M&A strategy so that it covers every opportunity out there in the market. As I said earlier, we do all this, and we do it together with partners. We have that wonderful database covering all that company data. We have great solutions on board called catalysts for transfer pricing, for M&A, for compliance, for credit risk management. But we know we can't do it all. So we partner not just on the data side, we integrate both up and downstream. We have a powerful API and web service, and we're constantly looking for new partners. So if you're here and you think you have a clever idea of what you could do with company data, come and speak to us. Or if you have company data yourself or something related, come and speak to us. And that has meant that we've created shareholder value to a very large degree. We're building on a strong foundation. We're an EQT portfolio company since 2014, but that's the fourth buyout in 11 years. We've had 3 other PE owners before. We're 250 million revenue last year. We're aiming for 280 million this year. We have over 30 offices across the globe and thousands of clients. And now we're in the next stage. We're working towards a bright future. We're building the next generation BVD. So we've done a lot of projects together with EQT on growth, for example, opening offices in Hong Kong, Sao Paulo, and now the new office in Berlin, which will be the second one in Germany, taking us to 36 offices globally. We have hired 50 new sales and marketing people last year, another 50 this year. We installed 7 new management positions, and we've done a global Salesforce effectiveness program and are installing a global CRM. So these are all things that we do together with our latest investor who's taken on a much more hands-on approach. But despite all that, innovation anyway is at our core, and we just launched a new front end for our Orbis database. So today, we are the go-to place for quality private company information, and that's what we want to be, also going forward. And it's all about our people who make the difference at Bureau van Dijk. Thank you.